from Kimet. Greetings. Support Maya's temple. Come on in. Come on in. We're gonna talk about it today. We're gonna talk about different subjects. We talking about the Nigerian and Ghana situation going on. We talking about the soldiers not wanting to fight. They like it's up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't about to go over there and no death traps. We're talking about Madeline McCann. Can you say her name? Madeline McCann that disappeared in May the 3rd of 2007 from Portugal. She was over in I think it was Portugal. Her mother and father were doctors. She was name was seen in the Epstein files. Madeline McCann, 3 years old. We say her name. Hashtag Madeline McCann. Also, we're going to talk about, is this a pole shift or is this Cern playing around with our weather? Or are we going through a pole shift? How can we tell? This is my Sun Goddess 777. This is my Sun Goddess 777 coming at you on this. Is it the moon day? Moon day. We almost about done. We got a few more days into this Mercury retrograde. How has everybody been holding on with this Mercury retrograde? And all this, it's everything coming at one time. We got rumors of wars and the World War III and the storms and they say in the next few days it's gonna be a one end over there in California. We're gonna have extreme heat. They say a heat dome where it's gonna get up to horrendous heat degrees of over 15 degrees higher than what it normally is. They're telling the people over there in the west, out in California and Utah and parts of these other places about the heat index that's coming. And they even said, what is it, Mexico, California, Utah, and those places, and then somebody just had a blizzard somewhere. So it's definitely a lot that is going on. But see, we're gonna talk about this stuff, but then I'm gonna give you an out. I'm gonna give you a solution of what to do about it because it's good to be aware of what's going on. But we can be in the world, but not of the world. You know, we can know what's going on. I don't even. You can be. It's good to be aware and know what's going on with everything. We're finding out that the Nigerian and Africa, what is it? The Ghanaian and Nigerian prime ministers are meeting over in the House of Chatham because Nigeria feel like Ghana sold them out. They feel like Ghana allowed the U.S. to strike around Christmas without alerting the Nigerians that they were working. Now, this is alleged. This is the thoughts of Monster and Goddess 777. This is for entertainment purposes. And it's some stuff is true and some is alleged, but honey, we know a lot of the conspiracy theories has been proven to be true. We're gonna talk about Madeline McCann. You say her name. We're gonna talk about the Ghanaian president and the Nigerian president. They having some beef now because they feel like that the Ghanaian presidents of Ghana sold them out and let the U.S. strike around Christmas, and it's affecting Ghana too. Now, we know that it seemed like they're trying to make Ghana the new UAE. You know what I'm saying? You catch my drift. But Nigeria is feeling like that the Ghanaian prime minister has sold them out to the U.S. because of the airstrikes around Christmas. So probably did. You know they about lining their pockets. They get over their office and they say, "Come to my country. Welcome back to the diaspora." And they know good as daggone well that we over here in America. One second. They know we are. People got a price. They can't be bought. So that's what it be about. It be about that money and that power. And a lot of them African presidents, I can't even talk about them because they selling us out here too. They done sold us out here too. So I can't really talk about Africa without talking about the US because they full of sugar, honey, iced tea too. So, you know, I just found out that doing my research, finding out that a lot of the I don't want to call them no fear mongering, but a lot of these politicians that we think are standing on business are being paid nearly billions. And did you hear about that allegedly that Trump is actually he's getting paid so much money for these wars. And they always make money. They say when blood is in the streets, they buy. So they're paying him to go into this country of Iran, and it's just so much going on with that because it's a population thing where they can get rid of people and they can say, oh, Iran is attacking the US, and it really be them doing their 9/11 bullshit like they did in 9/11, blaming others when it was really them lining their pockets again with the insurance policies from those buildings that went kaboom with our people in it, our citizens of the US. So a lot of times they will say, y'all be careful because they're gonna attack you over here, and it's actually coming from them because they need to cut down the population by 2030. They have to get rid of so many people. Not only that, it will put us in a fear mongering mode. Maybe it won't, because I really believe people are waking up to the point where they get to the point where they really don't give a damn. People, I know I'm tired of this bullshit. I know I'm tired, and I know other people tired too. I'm tired of the loop. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of being. Ever since I've been here in this realm this time, because I know I've been. This is not my first rodeo, but this time around, I'm tired of every time you turn around, it's a war. You're in danger. Oh, we got to go into this country and we got to do this and we got to save these people and we got to do. And you look around, and the countries are look. They got slaves for $50. That's why I ain't trying to say I'm glad that people getting vaporized or whatever, but I am tired of this slavery that's going on, which we are. They got it here too, like the way they have the trafficking going on in the child. This is a horrible. This country is. I can't talk about what they're doing nowhere else without talking about because they all in cahoots. That's the thing. They all work together. They all doing this. Do you know that little girl that got missing in 2007? Madeline McCann was a 3-year-old that her parents were doctors. That's the little girl picture that I have on. Well, I don't have it up here yet, but I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to have it on my thumbnail. Madeline McCann is a 3-year-old that was vacationing with her 2 siblings and her mother and father, which were doctors. I think they were out of they wasn't from Portugal, but it was from somewhere over there. White people, Europeans or whatever, which is it don't even they make us think that matter, but it don't matter. Do you know they went down to the villa to eat supper, and when they came back, they was checking on the kids because parents do go when they do put the kids to bed. They might go to the restaurant nearby or something like that. That's not the worst thing in the world for them be checking on the kids and they on vacation and they go down to get supper or leave the kids to sleep. So they kept checking on the children. Don't you know the last time they checked, that little girl, that little 3-year-old girl was gone? She was actually gone. They said that they seen a man walking with a little girl with some flower pajamas on. Now I'm gonna get into the story. That I don't know if that's the same place where whatchamacallit went, his wife went when she was running for Miss USA or whatever, the lady that was married to the Kirk guy. But anyway, so the little girl got missing. They couldn't find the little girl. They didn't even secure the police over there. Didn't even secure the crime scene. They just let the evidence be contaminated with the staff walking in and out and other people walking in and out. They didn't do their due diligence to secure the crime scene to get the evidence that they needed within the first 48. Because they say when somebody go missing, you need to do as much as you can to get the evidence and the evidence from the crime scene and track everything, within the first 48 hours, because that's very vital. Because after that time, a lot of times it goes stale. The lead goes dead and the people is harder to find after 48 hours. So they didn't even do the job right. And I'm getting to a story. Hello everyone, how you doing? Hi. What you need help with? Greetings everyone. Greetings. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in live. What you need help with, honey? If I can help anybody, I help you. What you need help with? I hope you ain't trying to be funny or a bot or something like that. But anyway, So guess what ended up happening? They don't find this little girl, but they end up. She listen. This is some bullshit. She goes on the parents are doctors. They are being accused of taking their own child out. But I got a plot twist to this. They being accused. They going all on the Oprah Winfrey show. Now we know Oprah. You know when I say that name right there, that's a red freaking flag. They done brought the mama all on the Oprah Winfrey show. She up there crying, talking about she feel guilty and how she explaining, she guilt explaining like she's innocent. The mom and dad is innocent, but they accusing these people of taking out their own child, and it's a reason why they doing it. Okay, so the Portugal or whatever police, they realized that it's a ping in the area when that little girl got missing. It's one of them people that's been accused of pedophile. They are in the area in a camper just roaming through Europe, just riding through Europe, doing his thing. So they see that he's in the area of the time that little girl go missing out of that villa, the Madeleine McCann. So uh, they don't arrest him. They don't. Why not? They don't arrest him or anything. They don't arrest him. They don't. They just say he's a suspect. He's a suspect. While the whole while accusing the mom and dad of taking out their own daughter, little 3-year-old daughter. Now they got two other children. It's three siblings. They only take her. And why would the parents was gonna take out their own kids? Why they didn't get rid of all the kids? Why they just gonna get rid of the one little 3-year-old girl? Well, Madeline has a distinct mark on her right eye. She has a black line on the inside of her eye, and on the missing papers and reports, she is actually up there with that mark. It's a distinctive mark. So what happens is this man that's been roaming through, that was in the area, that is the pedophile, that was in the area, his phone pinged when Madeleine McCann got missing. He's a suspect. So 1 or 2 years later, the Portugal police, they go and find that he has a bunker or something where he has buried under a dog. He got disk drives or something under the dog, and they find like a whole bunch of them. Somehow they're connected to the little 3-year-old, but then they go and find that he been having a bunker where he got kids' clothes, kids' toys. He got something to capture. They said in the note something to capture something small. I'm talking about he got a whole underground factory where it's like he got kids stuff. So come on, that should tell them right there he an automatic child trafficker, right? And he was in the area when when Madeleine McCann got missing. Hello, everyone. Hey, yeah, he was in the area when she got missing. So they don't do nothing to him, and you wondering why? I'm gonna wrap it up. The reason why they don't do nothing to him is because this man is connected to a bigger child. See, it be that they connected to a bigger child trafficking ring. This man was probably working for the people over there in that country, Portugal. For them people went over there to vacation. You know how many times Jeffrey Epstein plane done landed in that location, and he was all chummy and cool with that president or whatever of that country. So the elites was in on this stuff, honey. It won't the fact that they couldn't arrest this little what you call it, a small fry. They couldn't arrest him because he was connected to the elites. And this president or prime minister of Portugal or whatever you call them, he was even inviting the parents over for dinner after the little girl. They dirty. Inviting the parents over for dinner after Madeleine McCann got missing, and they thought it was a nice gesture. But he was in on it too, allegedly, because Jeffrey Epstein done been there like more than how many times that black he was getting money out of JP Morgan. You know they went on an investigation because they supposed to flag whenever somebody gets out more than $10,000, they are supposed to run an investigation. They let that man get out hundreds of thousands of dollars without flagging it, and they got in trouble for that because they were supposed to investigate. And he was like, "Oh, I got the money out because I'm getting gas." How the hell do gas cost that much for a damn plane? JP Morgan let him get all the money he wanted out. They didn't sanction him. They supposed to sanction it. Every time somebody get $10,000, It's supposed to be reported to the feds so they can investigate why that person is getting all that money out of the bank. But he was allowed to get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. His plane had landed in Portugal where that little girl got missing, Madeline McCann, and she also was in the Epstein files. And on top of that, it's been spotted a lady that looked like Giselle back in the day was seen with a little girl that fit the description of Madeline McCann. And a little girl, guess what? She was walking around with her hand over her eye, over her right eye like this, because she got that distinct mark. And they said she kept looking back at witnesses. And this lady with this black hair had this man security in the front, and they were just rushing that. They were rushing along. They weren't just regular tourists in the area that they were spotted. They had a mission to accomplish. And some lady was like, "Where is my new daughter that I bought?" Like they was selling kids, or they said these motherfuckers will throw a baby on the floor and get it's lunchtime. Can you imagine? Said they'll throw a baby on the floor and it's time to eat. So and then with the emails, I'm doing some deep research. Even the emails that said they be going back and forth to my, I don't like the pink shrimp. I don't like the black shrimp. I like the white shrimp, but I like when the head is off of it. I like it with the head off of it. It's really good. These motherfuckers it's unimaginable, but I can, I go deep in my message. It's unimaginable. People won't even be able to handle what them people actually were doing on that daggone island. I'm talking about, they said you go over there to that island, it ain't no rules, and them kids over there being tortured and eaten and all kind of stuff. They just do it. All the sin in their mind, the evil that they imagine they can do it. And anyway, say her name, Madeline McCann. It's so sad that little girl. They said from the their investigation, she was gone a long time ago. So what they did was they probably sold her and tortured her. They probably, because they said in the files like somebody said, "Oh, I'm with," one of them prime ministers over there said, "J.P. Morgan man." That's why they want to investigate him. That's why they want to investigate it, because the J.P. Morgan man that was supposed to be an investigator, that he was getting more than $10,000 and supposed to report it to the feds. He was over there emailing Epstein talking about, "I'm with Cinderella today." No, he said, "I'm with Snow White today, but I'm waiting to see Cinderella. And I like it when they ain't got no head on. I like the white shrimp because I don't like the black shrimp or the pink shrimp. But I like it with the head, because all this weird. I mean, he would get in with the elite where they could fly these rich men and these elite men, and that Princess Andrew or whatever, the one they arrested. These elite men could fly all over the U.S. international. It won't just here. This is an international child trafficking, cannibalistic, demonic, and disembodied cloning Zionist ring. They're all involved. They're all inclusive. CIA, FBI, Zionists, what is my boy City Ducateers? What do you call them? He call them the Sabat Franks. Those they'll be small hats one day. They'll be Christians the next. They'll be Muslims one day. They'll be whatever they gotta be to get their agenda across. They don't give a damn. Just like in that movie that they took off of Netflix. They took that movie off, but I saw most of it. The Salem witch, try them witches, which I don't need to go along with them calling women witches, because I know that patriarchy means how the witch trials and all that. I ain't any woman that was spiritual, they burn them in oil and use them for their gifts and grape them and all this and that. And they hate women and they call them witches and whatever. But I'm saying, I look at how they had to hide their spirituality and their spiritual gifts, and they would pretend to be Christians, and then they were doing their thing though. They were still doing their practices. But I'm just saying, these people, they'll be a Nazi one day, then they'll be in the Holocaust, and I mean, they just do whatever they change names and they jump bodies. They've been here, disembodied creatures, and if Yahoo small hat is blown or vaporized, they probably trying to get him in a resurrection chamber so they can bring up another one and transfer consciousness on some damn skeleton key and some get out type shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got their resurrection check. They've been here for a long time. They can't get out of here because don't nobody else want them. There's other life forms out there that know that these motherfuckers need to stay here So they got it where they trap here. And that's why they doing all this. Oh, the let's bring on the Armageddon and this is a holy war. Because they trying to get in between the shift, the polar shift, which I believe is a polar shift going on. And I also believe they're messing with Cern. They trying to escape here. They can't go nowhere. They cannot go nowhere. They trapped here. So the other places, the other planets and galaxies don't want them motherfuckers because they know how diabolical they is because they know what they be doing here. They don't want them, and I don't blame them. Look at the shit they done in the and I ain't even just to see everybody think I'm talking about a certain skin color. No, they are the puppets. They wasn't even here. They wasn't even here back way back then. It was people that looked like me. It was people that looked like me and darker. Okay? They taught these puppets that's been pretending to rule for the last few hundred years that they little empires crashing because they didn't know what they were doing anyway. But anyway, every empire must collapse. Everybody don't be in no fear. Go within, work on yourself, work on your heart, work on being light as a feather, letting things go. Don't be tied to materialism. Yeah, you need whatever they doing with the I think we need to use more cash. Yeah. I don't think we should just start. I'm gonna get out of just using the card. It's time to start back because they trying to make it so that if you listen to Catherine Fit, what is it? Her name is I'm gonna tell you. We can actually start making it so we using more cash because they're trying to make this a cashless society so they can take over our money, make it into a socialist society where they cutting our monies off and cutting our cars off and all kind of shit. That's why they got that. What is it? Peter Thiel and all that surveillance is called What is it? They're using that to they got cameras on the lights and then they zoning in from is it real and trying to see what color that trying to see if we got corn in our shit. Fuck. I mean, they watching everything. And they say some of the police systems have technology where they can see your body moving in the house. So yeah, we gonna have to do something. We're gonna, like she said, we're gonna have to get Catherine Austin Fitz. She said we're gonna have to get off the couch, start using more cash because if they can make it cashless, if they can get it where everybody, if they can, because I noticed I was cheering because a lot of times I do use the card all the time, and I went to the store and they had card only. I was happy, but I'm in my ignorance. But once I realized what I was doing, I'm like, oh, that's not good because they trying to be where they don't take cash so they can make us into a cashless society. And if we don't do what they want us to do, or we don't go to right, they'll cut our money. So if I don't want to live like that, I damn sure don't want to live like that. Hell, I'll start using using more cash if I gotta live like that, honey. I'll start using more cash. I sure will. Yep. So it's Palantir. Is it Palantir? So yeah, what else am I gonna talk about? I've been talking about a lot of stuff. Okay, so I talked about the Nigeria and the Ghanaian president. Ghanaians allegedly selling out Nigeria for those airstrikes that the US did. And when they go into these countries, like I said, they make these countries worse off. They say, "Oh, we going in the regiment. We're gonna change the regime, and we're gonna save the people, and we're gonna protect Americans." And look, that's some bull. I think I know that they got a war on us. They don't want to come. They don't want to come at us because of the like Assyria, brother Assyria Duke of Tears was saying. They don't want to come at us head on because they don't want to activate some of us. And then they know some stuff they can't do because of this right here. It's called democracy in a long time. But then the soldiers are not wanting to fight over there in Iran. They sending the Marines over there to that death trap on that the mountain, that mountain or whatever. Card. I might be saying it wrong. Kurd, a card, and then they got the Kurds that Iraq is telling the Kurds not to get involved because the Kurds is like an insurgent group that's kind of against the Iranian government. So they're warning and other people over there, the other political parties over there is telling the Kurds to stay out of that Iran U.S. Israel conflict. They're telling them to stay out of it, or the Iraq is saying they're gonna go and secure the borders if the Kurds get involved in it. Because you know the U.S. is trying to push the Kurds to get involved in, and those are like an insurgent group that's against Iran. But the soldiers are backing out. The soldiers are saying they're gonna go. If that was me, I would. If I was one of them soldiers, I'd be like, look, even that guy, the sniper. What he called? What's his name? They call him the Reaper. That's he got a defense training thing here in San Antonio in San Antonio where he had the most snipes in the Afghanistan war. They're fighting for uh them to line their pockets and lies and oil and some bullshit. You going in them people countries and then like look at where Gaddafi was president. They over there selling them people for less than $200. Even in the UAE, even in Dubai and all them places, they got slaves. And the slaves, most of them look like us. They selling them people for under a couple $100. And all that mess that go on with them people running. I ain't never decided. I be trying to stay out. Wait, look, it's some. I ain't saying all of them are bad, but the way I seen them treat children and women, and then that one over there that's now all of a sudden letting his daughter marry the rapper. It's alleged that he took his daughter out. Do you realize how evil they are? Some of them, most of them, to women and their children. How they treat the women and the children, and they oppress their own children. It was a couple that moved over in Europe or something that the the man married this European woman. He was from Kazakhstan or something. He married this European woman and he went back to a family wedding. He married his cousin. They believe in that inbred. They are 90%, 60 to 80%, 90%. They are marrying their family members. That they society cannot sustain that. Their society cannot sustain with that. Most of them is into the marrying their brother, sister. They are, and that's a lot of mental illness and a lot of defects and stuff like that. So she said he married his cousin. Then when he came back home, he told her that he was married and she got to deal with it. Don't you know that European woman that she was from the UK? She left him. Don't you know they had children? And don't you know they ended up wanting their daughter to conform to their beliefs or whatever? Now, all of them ain't like that, but some of them are very fanatical with that. But just like these Christians is like that too. You got these Zionist Christians and you got these other types of Christians. I done grew up with some of them that they so fanatical that's what all these wars is about. These illusionary religions that they believe that they can outshine each other to prove that they are a servant of their God. And a lot of times these guys that they serving and doing all this diabolical evil shit for it ain't even what they think it is. It ain't even what I mean, these people are man, these religious people and religious they'll take they took their own daughter out because she wanted to go to college and she wanted to live a normal life and make something of herself. And she kept running away trying to get help. They finally killed them. And the children in the house, the minor children, finally came out years later after they got old enough and told how they witnessed their parents taking their older sister out because she wouldn't submit to that religion. Oh, because she wanted to go to be a lawyer and she wanted to do the normal things and go to a school and have friends at school and maybe wear a little bit of red lipstick. They took that girl out, and don't you know that messed them other siblings up? Because one of the siblings, when she got older, she set up the house to be robbed. See, it made them hate their parents because they know that mess they doing, that old religious fanatical mess that lunatic. Them kids hated them because they knew that was some old bull crap. So that one girl, the other girl that survived, she set them up to be robbed. And then they snitched them out and told. She said, "Yeah, we witnessed them take a plastic cover and suffocate our sister. They suffocated our sister and then took her body and took her body and did something. I don't know how they. They took that girl body and did something with it. But it was the mama. The mama was the see, we be thinking it's the men all the time. You be like, oh, it's his fault. No, when that man right there was married, when that Muslim man was married to that UK woman from the United Kingdom, she said he was so happy. He was so much fun. Oh, they enjoyed themselves. When he went back to that funeral and they forced him to marry his cousin that he was betrothed to, because you know they be betrothed to these people, they family members. She said she seen a sudden change, and that woman, oh, that woman was a hardcore, whatever in that religion. She was hardcore. She was an enforcer, and sometimes we be thinking like, oh, it's the men, and oh, he's the villain, he's the monster. It be that woman a lot of times. I ain't saying I don't discriminate. It don't be the man all the time that's the monster. He be the one that don't have a backbone and he go along with the BS. And that's just as bad. A conspirator is just as bad as the person that's doing the shit. But no, the lady said that he was not like that when she was married to him. When he went back home over there to Kazakhstan and they forced him to marry his cousin, they said that woman was harsh. She was hard. She was a hardcore, fanatical into that religion, and she was the one that told her husband, says, "Let's take her out." Took their own daughter out, right in front of the other state. And what they were doing was they were like, "Well, we'll show y'all little motherfuckers what we'll do to y'all if y'all don't follow what we say. That we gonna kill your sister in front of you so you can see what we'll do to your ass." And you know what? That shit backfired. Cause them children, one of them set them up to be wrong, and the other one show testified and told the courts how they witnessed their parents taking their sister out right in front of them. Said they took some plastic bag and they smothered her. Then they threw her body in the car. And them kids, they I guess they was like, we're gonna show y'all what we're gonna do to y'all if y'all cross us and don't abide by our. Them people be taking their children, them religious fanatics. I don't care what it is. I think that it's a demon that could possess them. It's that's not a God that they serving, because you can't tell them anything. They take their children out, just like that one over there that's letting his daughter, after she done been spoiled, I guess, marry that rapper. Now he done took his daughter. He took his daughter out, didn't he? Allegedly, they take their kids out. They would tell you some of them children run from those religions because they said how harsh and traumatizing that it was for them to be raised up in that environment. Man, we got a serious problem here. We got a serious problem with these fanatical religious. They got them soldiers over there telling them they're going to fight a holy war, telling them that Trump has been anointed to fight in this war, and it's an honor for them to go out and sacrifice their life. They sacrificing these children. They sacrificing these boys over there and these women. They are sacrificing these people. They know they're not gonna send their kids over there. They sending them over there like they sending them to Vietnam, like they send them to Afghanistan, Iraq for nothing. It won't no weapons over there. It won't no weapons of destruction. The only weapons of destruction was that oil and them portals. See, a lot of times they be trying to disrupt them portals over there in them areas. The portals and stuff where they got the spiritual energy and stuff going on too. It might be about oil and all these other resources, but it be spiritual too. So, I mean, war, what is it good for, honey? Absolutely nothing. I mean, but it's good for them because they killing a few birds. Like they made that sacrifice with that girl's school. That's a blood sacrifice to their God. All them lives that may be lost with our military, them young people or whatever, that's some blood sacrifice. Okay? And then, they trying to make us be in fear mongering about, oh, they're gonna Iraq said they ain't messing with no black people over here in America. So I'm reading in between the lines. That means if something happen, it's gonna be them doing their 9/11 bullshit. Blaming them so they can cut the population down, cause America's people to be in fear. And also, if they blow something up in an area, they can start because they want the smart cities. They want their smart cities up by 2030, where they can tell you can't go 5 meters within your living situation. And if you ain't doing what they say, they want to be able to use them robots and stuff and cut your phone, cut your damn data off, cut your car off. You can't drive but a certain, and your license tag, they use that. They don't gotta have the kill switch on your car now. Cause like Catherine Austin Finn said, that lady, they can cut your car off with that with the technology. If you know they can do that, that's why they want to be able to control you. That's why they want to get the net. They make so much money for poisoning us. They make so much money from the councils. They make so much money. They not gonna stop poisoning you. They're not gonna stop. We're gonna have to put a stop to this shit. We're gonna have to walk away and get off the grid to a certain point where we is in control. We say no, no poison no more. No poison no more. We're gonna have to take control of our own bodies, of ourselves, and stop. These people is laughing in our faces. They showing us how diabolical they are. They eating kids and mermaids and make shit seem like it's fantasy and know it's really dragons that exist and playing with us, lying about history. They ain't won a war since Jesus was crucified. They always lying about they won this and won that. Just like right now, he's talking about, oh, we don't beat. Man, Iran is beating the draws off of this country. And he over there bragging about they don't whine. Them people ready to die for what they believe in. I don't know if y'all if small head Yahoo and them and that dedicated where they ready to get them people they deaf to it, man. The reason why they saying that is because of what this country has done a lot to other places. Just like everybody thinking like, oh, them immigrants and stuff coming over here and taking over and this and that. Yeah, they come over here and they act like some assholes because they been gaslit and they ignorant and stuff. Some of them, not all, but some of them. But a lot of them people, we don't win it. America, not us, because we don't have no say. It's them, the government, the CIA and the damn FBI and the damn Zionists and all them people, the Mossad. They all go and they take and they pillage and they grape and they. You notice they enslave these people. That's the same shit they did over here. They've been doing it too long. These motherfuckers been. They had their hand in everything. Epstein is a conglomerate. It's a conglomerate. They had their hands in everything from the vaccine to the kids and shit that's still missing to the fucking everything. I believe they was involved in the AIDS epidemic. Them bitches was involved in that. Even if he won't even here yet, they ain't cloned him yet or whatever. They ain't put the disembodied creature they chose to put in that bitch. I believe they was involved in all these plagues, all these diseases, cancer, every damn thing. They involved in all of that. It's the same motherfucking group. They involved in every damn thing. They are enemy of mankind. So, and what we can do about it, number one, in the physical, start using more cash. And I'm talking to myself too. Start using more fucking cash. Because if they can get us to stop completely using cash, they want to crash that dollar anyway so they can do their socialist, communist control where they can turn our money on and off and all this kind of bullshit. But one thing we can do is start using more cash purchases and also going within, keep going within, keep thinking about what you want. Don't believe the hype. Yes, it's a lot going on, but have a peace within you. Get to know yourself, heal yourself, let go, become light as a feather. Do not get too connected to this 3D materialism world, chasing money, worrying about, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna get up out of here? Is the storm gonna hit me? It don't be the storms a lot of times because I was in a situation a few years ago that I wasn't prepared for, it was an outage because of the tornadoes and all that stuff. It wasn't a tornado. It was the after effects. It like Michi X said, it don't be the weather sometimes a lot of times that hurt people. It be not being prepared and it be the after effects. And you can say, well, okay, I don't have this and that, and I can't buy all this equipment. But you can do little stuff that'll sustain you. You can do little things that will sustain you, like you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy some stuff and you can find stuff on sale, like it's stuff that you can look up here and see how you need to survive if you don't have electricity, if it's cold, what type of food to stock up. You can stock up cheap and little by little. Even a little bit that you do, the little bit that you do, the little bit, even a little bit cheap stuff. You don't gotta go and get a. You don't have a. You do. Let me tell you, you don't have to have an underground bunker to survive a lot of this stuff. we going through, I believe it's a combination of a pole shift, and it's a combination of them doing a Cern shit because they don't. Everybody's like, oh, they didn't invent those machines. Those are machines that we use, but we forgot how to use them. They're opening up portals and fucking shit up. They don't know what they doing. They done fucked up a lot of shit in the past couple of 100 years, and every civilization must fall. Even Atlantis, even Lemuria, even the all the great civilizations have all fallen. So you cannot expect this raggedy shit to last forever. Like Billy Carson was saying, it's a part of the game. It's a part of the damn up and the ties. I mean, you can't expect USA is not gonna last. They can do whatever they want to do. They can go in and take all the people oil. Them dragons, the Leviathan gonna wake up eventually. The pole shift gonna happen. We visiting. We don't supposed to be on this 3D realm. We got to go to a higher vibration. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that's organic, we not going nowhere. We are infinite. We're here. The soul spark. We're not. The reason why they are doing all of this diabolical shit because they know they are trapped here. They can't go anywhere. It's the end for them. It's not the end for us. Do not believe the hype. This day shit. Our empire done fell a long time ago. We done went to the like what can they do to us that they ain't already goddamn it done? Like what they done took us out. We bad. We don't die. We multiply. They done ate us. They done took us out. Look, it's like them. It's like them movies. I believe they be making movies really about like you cannot kill them so much. They can't kill us. So now they using the AI and they want everybody to get like this fool that was up here look like she autistic or something. Like she done thinking about marrying the fucking AI. Okay. Well, you go right ahead and marry you a disembodied. I'm gonna use it as a tool, okay? I'm gonna use it for what I need to use it for. But I'm not about to be up here trying to marry and make love to no damn AI looking like a spaced out bitch. No. No, I'm gonna use it for what I and you know that damn Chat GPT and OpenAI done sold our asses out. Done sold us out. I'm fucking with what's them calling them? They fighting. They ain't selling out right now. I ain't gonna put no damn 100% trust in nobody because what it's saying they in their Messianic Bible that they wrote them same fuckers that's doing all this, the one that wrote that too. So it say I chew the meat and spit out some bones. There's some good in there too. You can use it for a spell book too. So it say trust no man. So I'm not gonna sit here and get him no praises neither, because I ain't trust Donald Trump. Even when he was talking all that shit back, talking about, oh, we not gonna have no wars and the money the prices of the things gonna go down and the inflation is gonna go down and I don't trust none of them politicians. I don't look for them to save me. We are our own Christo Negro. We are our own hero. We are our own Heru. We are our own savior by going within. That's all the hieroglyphs and our ancestors are. That's all the signs in the Book of the Dead and the scrolls and the what is it, the Vader, what is it, dark, the book, those books and stuff. Those books was telling us how to get the fuck up out of here. Cause they can't go no God. That's why when you born into this world, them motherfuckers got that damn light on your ass so you can they want to make sure you forget. That's why we born in these hospitals and shit. So that they can flash us like they do on the damn Matrix movie. So you don't remember a goddamn thing. Cause they want to have what? They want to be 20 steps ahead of your motherfucking ass when you born so that they can have the heads up on how to get it all started again. Cause every time we come into this realm, they say we being reincarnated. So these motherfuckers still be here because they can't go nowhere. They're like, okay, here we go again with a new group of people. All right, you gonna be the president, and you gonna be the prime minister, and look, do you want $1 trillion or $1 million? It ain't nothing new. They already got it. Nothing new under the sun. We got it. We are the damn superheroes. Think about it. Your motherfucking ass come to a place where motherfucking disembodied creatures is body jumping and they keep being here and remembering everything and took your shit and they keep teaching you to forget. But you remember any goddamn way? Do you realize how much of a motherfucking G, how much of a fucking hero a superhero you are to actually overcome some shit like that? We don't figure it out. We don't figure out the damn shit. We don't figure out the damn conjure spell. We don't figure out they put amnesia on our ass. We don't figure all the damn conspiracy theories. And they say, oh no, we gonna fact check. We gonna fact check. That's not true. They not taking my shit down, taking all my shit, taking my shit down when I'm speaking the truth off of face fucking Zuckerberg or bullshit bitch. I can't stand these motherfuckers. I'm over them. I'll be glad. God damn. Shit. Sick of they motherfucking ass. They always doing the same old loopy-doopy shit. And think a motherfucker ain't unseen through that shit. Boy. That's what I'm saying. Yo, these motherfuckers can't go nowhere. They dissing, but that's some flood motherfuckers. That the two floods, and I don't believe that flood was from the ocean. I believe it was from, because this is water above and below us. We in water right now. But anyway, that's them flood motherfuckers keep body jumping. They be knowing when we get here already who we are, what we come here to do, and that's all their job is to try to stop you, just like that Matrix movie. And we still remember. We still figure it out. Do you realize how important and special you are? How much of a hero and a superpower you are to be able to do that? After all the poisoning, all the brainwashing, all the lies in the books, all of them telling you ain't shit, you came over with a feather up your ass from Africa with no brain, walking around like a damn savage, telling you that your skin color is not the right color, and trying to make you think that you need to look like them because your skin color. They judging you and basing everything off of your skin, whether you can go to a restaurant and not be looked at funny, whether you can walk around a goddamn street without being harassed by the police, whether you can go to a certain school if you don't pass the brown paper back. And you figured that out. You overcame that. And then what they did was they made us think it was about skin color, but it's really not about skin color because they done put the so-called white people, which that was created back in the 1600s to divide the people. Because a lot of these people, some of these people you think white, they just passing. They got melanin too. But we all been, you know what I'm saying? Some of them just, they look like, I know people that got black mamas and they look white, honey. So it's really not about it. Because if you look at the top at Barack Obama and you look at Kamala Harris and you look at all those other ones to George, they all raised up in the CIA farms together. They all is family. They all get along. Their children sleep together and marry each other and all that. They just want us at the bottom to be divided based off a little stupid, ignorant shit. Because that division keeps them that little bit of 1% going. Okay? And we ain't focusing on the real stuff. We worried about little bullshit about, oh, are you lighter than me? Are you darker than me? Is your hair texture like this? Is you got blue eyes or green eyes or purple eyes? Your skin blue? They don't give a fuck, man. That motherfuckers look. They know when they disembodied, they look like fucking horrible, horrendous. You think they give a fuck about any of that? And they eat people. They got us down here. We gotta wake up. We gonna need each other too. We're gonna need each other. We're gonna need each other in these times. We can't be, on some me, myself, and I gotta shine, and I'm a super independent motherfucker of the damn. I run everything, and everybody need me. No, it's gonna be teamwork that's gonna make the drip. Whether we in the, some people say we just going into the Aquarius age. Hell, some people say that calendar is off. Some people say the time is off. Some people say that they looking at the Ethiopian calendar. We back in 27. I don't know what year it is, goddamn it. I don't know how old I am, goddamn it. Cause there ain't no such thing as time and space. I might not even be 2 years old. These motherfuckers lie. They done cut the time down and all that. It ain't even 2026. I'm telling you. It ain't no 2026 and it ain't no 8 and 9 o'clock. It ain't no 8:46 and it ain't no 9. Man, it's probably just, we probably been in this fucking matrix for about 30 minutes and we thinking we done been here all these years. Okay? This is a fucking illusion, yo. I ain't the age that they claiming I am. This ain't my name. And this ain't 2026. The calendars are fake. Everything about this. But look at all that mirage that I ran them blew the pieces over there. They were running over there, fucking donkeys and getting shitted on, and for $10,000, and probably ain't even getting but half of that. Look at that shit, that illusion that Iran done blew to hell. Over there got slaves and them, and ain't no crime over there. No, it ain't no crime over there, because if you even look at it stealing something, they're gonna cut your finger off. And then they got slaves. And then that Cardi B gonna get up here talking about, oh, I went over to the Middle East and I had such a ball. The people are so nice, and oh Lord, it's beautiful. Yeah, look at it now. Go over there now, Cardi B. Go carry your damn I feel safe ass over there now to over there now. I bet you won't go. I bet you won't take that jet and circle back around from the Dominican Republic going to see your grandmama and go on over there now, will you? And you know, I believe them dummies don't listen to you and they stuck over there now. They can't even get back home because they come from the U.S. Oh, we going to Dubai. We gonna go to Dubai so we can. Them people do not. I ain't saying everybody over there, but they all in cahoots with them damn people. They all work together. They all work together to. That's why when they come here, they got them benefits and stuff because they all on the same shit. They all on the same bullshit. All of them on the same page. Okay, all of them. They all evil. They all evil. All of them working together, and it's bad that the ones they telling us to fear might be just what we fucking the one they telling us to fear. Oh, you need to fear them. They gonna hurt. It won't be them. It'll be these motherfuckers. That's doing their 9/11 dance. They blowing them. They blowing them to oblivion. And I hate it because it's bad. They don't have no nuclear weapons over there. But you know who got the nuclear weapons? Yahoo. And he don't have no sanctions. What they not telling y'all is that they got nuclear weapons over there, and if they feel like they want to use the Samson code, you know when Samson in the Bible, when he brought down the temple on him, the pillars on him when they after that woman cut his hair and he got his strength back one more time, and he brought down the pillars on himself, his enemy. They got something like that where the Israel got it in their mind. They can use the Samson code if they need to feel like that their life is threatened and ain't nobody sanctioning them. They want to know about everybody else fucking nuclear warfare, but ain't nobody checking them. And ain't nobody gonna check them because they not signed up with nothing. They don't have to be. They don't have to be. And they got America by the balls, and America is their little puppet, and as they little yes man and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? So why is you worried about everybody else having um weapons when you ain't nobody don't know what the fuck y'all got over there? They kind of know. Let's see what do they got over there, but they ain't got to be checked. They ain't signed up with the people to check, but they worrying about Iran and Iraq and all these other places. No damn well they don't have no nuclear weapons, but they can't nobody check them, huh? Can't nobody check the Yahoo with him. And y'all, is he alive or what? Do y'all? It don't matter. They gonna sell us the illusion that they want us to have. They got that blue beam rocking off where they trying to do their fake rapture. Not only that, they got their damn holographic shit. They got their AI. They don't release a certain version of us, but you better believe they got some high tech AI that make it look like Yahoo is walking around here right now if he gone until they get him in that resurrection chamber and do that disembodied jump where they got another body where they can resurrect him with and shit, the clone or whatever. So I think I've talked about everything. Oh, what about a partial government shutdown? Do y'all see what's going on in Austin, Texas, with them people lining up like a snake round and round and round where they can't get on a flight? Who is gonna fly? Y'all, I know it's the gas is high, but you need to be aware and on the road because these people now they drive like they is bots and fucking I don't know what the fuck going on the road now. But just have to be careful and take your protection, be in your mind, be protected and and cloaked and protected with your ancestors that love you unconditionally with you, riding with you. I wouldn't fly right now. I just wouldn't. Ah, shit, no. But they said the TSA workers are working for free because it's still a partial government shutdown. What the heck? They've been working for free since like what mid or the end towards the end of February. So they're not getting a paycheck. So they ain't trying to hear that. Mm-mm. It's just a myth. Oh, they saying that this uh the Strait of Hamas. I want to say it right. And Strait. Oh yeah, they said that straight shutdown gonna affect our straight. Oh yeah, they said that straight shutdown gonna affect our everybody. Everybody need to start. If you don't have a lot of money and stuff, you need to get with somebody, start pulling together and stocking up you some non-perishables while you can, because that straight, if it's closed down any longer, like 21 days, it's gonna affect the fertilizer for the farmers, even here and over in the United Kingdom. It's gonna affect a lot of things. So we're gonna have to start thinking, being creative and stuff and preparing. We can make it through this together if we do what we can, like the hen in the movie. You bring the flour and then they get the eggs. She tried to tell them. She was like, "Y'all not gonna get none of my damn cake, and y'all didn't help me cook it. Y'all didn't help me bake it. Y'all didn't. You somebody gotta bring the eggs. Somebody gotta bring the flour. Somebody gotta bring the damn milk. Somebody gotta bring the sticks of butter or the oil. I mean, we gotta do the collective thing. It's not hard. We just gotta get up off of the couch and stop feeling defeated and do our part and get with people that we can work with. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect and it's not gonna be all black and white. It's gonna be some gray areas in between. You're gonna have to spit out the meat and chew the bone and all this and that and chew the meat and spit the bone, however they said. But we cannot do this on our own. We have to do this as a collective, people. We have to help each other. We have to help our soldiers, because some of them is wanting to get out of that shit. Some of them don't want to go over there and fight this shit. And if they do this, I'm building a core. I'm helping like I always been doing. I ain't doing nothing. And look, I don't go. Whatever you got, if you got to fall off the bed, give a fuck. Do not go. I don't give a shit. Don't go. Don't go fighting these people wars. I used to think that the military was cool. I was gonna go years and years ago, but I was like, I'm glad I couldn't leave my children with these crazy people, because I probably would have went, and I don't know. But anyway, I did encourage one of the children that was I was like not my child, but like a child that I was like a godparent to go, and I didn't know any better. But she was like, I don't want to be here, and I don't want to have a bunch of babies like my mama and this and that. Can you take me to Virginia to enlist? And I did it because I didn't even want her. It was a lot going on in that city, so I was like, I don't want her to be like that either. I want her to do better than me, because at that time I was like, Lord, I'm stuck here. I don't want this young girl, the teenager, to be here with me, because it's. I was like, I wasn't around. Those people that was around were like pedophiles, and they was like messing with young girls and trying to take advantage of. And I was like, yeah, if she stay around here, she probably gonna end up getting pregnant and all this and that. And at least in the military, she could do something with herself. I don't even know if that was a good idea. I think the mother resented me for even taking it. We got a speeding ticket on the way to Virginia. I don't even think that the mother is. I don't even think she is over there with me today. But see, the thing was, let me tell you, I'm gonna break it down so people understand. The mother told me the little girl, she wasn't that little. She was a teenager. She kept running away. So the mother was like, "Do not take her in. If she run away, let her be in the streets." And I was like, no, this bitch didn't tell me to let this girl just roam the streets. And you know, with a girl, even a boy, when they young like that, see, I never believed in letting a young person be out there, because you get the creeps taking advantage of them. That's how the boys become homosexuals, because they get put out. They got they fucked our people up. They fucked our people up. Oh, when you 18, you grown and you got to get out of my house. With what? What do you have? What monies, what wealth, what stability do you have to get out of the fucking house at 18? A job ain't gonna fucking do it. We not back in the 1950s and shit, where the damn a loaf of bread was 50 cents and damn soda was a nickel. How you gonna get out of it? How you gonna put your child out at 18? They ain't got shit. So when the mother told me that to let the girl roam the streets, I wouldn't do it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I know like the things that can happen because I won't in those streets, but I have ran away like maybe a couple of times and I was like, oh, this shit ain't cool. Fuck that. I'm just gonna have to go back to this motherfucking crazy ass Christian ass shit and wait till I get an age and get out of here because that running away shit ain't cool. So I didn't want her to go through that. So I kind of sheltered her and didn't listen to the mother when the mother told me just let her roam the street and let her get what's coming. That's how they fuck down people up. That's how some of our people think. That's very stupid and very ignorant. You don't do that. You don't but that's how they and I was like, she friends with my mother. So that's what they so similar with this shit. That tough love, okay. And when somebody show you tough love, we're gonna see how you feel when you get that tough love back. When somebody treats you like that. But I didn't listen. I couldn't bring my heart to do that. So she said, please get me out of here. So I did it. And I think the mother might resent me to this day, but she went to the military. She got the benefits and stuff. I know she didn't need to be around a bunch of weirdos where I was at. I didn't want to be there either. And I eventually left not long after that too. Cause I ain't gonna be nowhere I don't want to be forever. I'm not gonna do it. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna go where I'm what you call it? What the red pill say, I'm gonna go where I'm appreciated, not tolerated. I'm not gonna stay in no man. I wouldn't give a fuck if you had $1 trillion. I'm not gonna stay in no relationship that I'm not happy in. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for supporting. Like, subscribe, and share. This is my son Goddess 777. I'm not gonna be in no relationship honey. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you a little hint, but I'm gonna be safe because you tell people you gonna leave them. Don't never tell no crazy person you're gonna leave them because they'll take you out. That's why a lot of women and men pushing up daisies today, even kids, because they got crazy parents and they got crazy husbands and wives and girlfriend and boyfriends, and they told them, "I'm gonna leave. I'm tired of being here." No, what you do? You don't let the motherfucker know all your moves. If you gonna leave, you get you a little bit of stuff, your important stuff that you need, honey. That's how you survive. You don't tell somebody that you're gonna leave. You just leave. And if you gotta leave stuff behind, you can buy materialistic stuff again. It's not more valuable than your life or your sanity. You gotta know how to pack. Like sometimes you gotta leave and leave. Oh, I have left situations. I done left cars and houses and all that shit, baby. Cause I love myself. I love my freedom. I love peace. I love it. I leave. I'll be like, you know what? They can have that. I won't even. I done left sports cars and everything. Mine paid for. Gone. I ain't going to get no lawyer, nothing. I just want to be free. Yeah, in certain situations, I will get some damn legal help. But if it ain't worth it, I can buy. I be like, man, I can buy that shit again. It's money. Money. If it's a money problem, it ain't a serious fucking problem. That's what this man told me, and I love it. I've been using that. He said, if it's a money problem, that's not a very serious problem. Tell you, it's real though. Is it real? Is it really real? Is it what I dropped? Is it real? Is it really, really real? So I have enjoyed this. I have enjoyed being here. This has been Monster and Goddess. I'm thinking, have I talked about everything? I've been up here for a while and I'm about to get off, y'all. But I will be coming back, giving you some words of wisdom. And yeah, I'm gonna put something out soon and I'm gonna link it so everybody can have a guide. I'm getting into I'm getting back into my creativity. Yes. I'm getting back into my creativity. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So, this has been Monster and Goddess 777. Please comment on this. Give me your thoughts on what you think about the soldiers. Not, are they waking up? Is the 2020? Did that help? Like Candace Owens said, she said, whatever they got to do to legally get out of going there, do not go and fight nobody war to lose your life. And they want you to be a blood. Look, it's that Abraham Isaac type shit. They want to sacrifice you to Yahweh. You see how I said it? They want to sacrifice your ass to Yahweh. Blood sacrifice. So, yeah, just Go within, work on your healing, work on releasing and letting go, being light as a feather. That's what all the hieroglyphs was basically about, the book of the dead and the dead scrolls and all that. It was about how to get out of here and not come back. How to get to that exit, honey. How to get to that North Star and go in that, what is that book that what's his name talk about? Bobby Hemmett, boy, Brother Panic. What's that book? It's called the ISIS thesis or something like that. What is it called? It might be the ISIS thesis. How to get the hell out of here. How to get when you die and when you pass. How to get out of here and keep going and going and going without getting, because people, if they thinking like, oh, I'm going to hell, or I'm going to heaven, or this, you can get stuck in these realms when you get out of here. It's not where you gotta actually will yourself to certain directions. You can't, because if you'll be in an illusionary realm, even when you pass, you'll be thinking you in hell or heaven, and that's not really what's going on. That's just those words and worlds and thoughts that you created. Okay, so you gotta know what's going on. You gotta get on it and don't be put everything in. Oh, I'm here and this is it. No, you gotta be thinking about the afterlife too. Now you gotta balance it out. Yeah, you can be in this world and live in the present and enjoy yourself. I'm not telling nobody to be just like I was that time when I decided that I was getting off the grid, shut my cell phone down. I said, I don't need no money. I don't need no phone. I don't need nothing. I just need the sun and I just need to be eating fruits and vegetables. And it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. I don't even think I was on the internet. I was just I'm talking about I needed that time. I was in, honey, I left the medical field. I left the medical field when they done gave us raises. I was like, it don't fucking matter. I don't even care. It's not worth it. They gave us like a $30 raise, a $35. I was like, it don't look. It's up. I'm not going to that graveyard no more. Hell no. It's up. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not selling out no more. I'm done. It's up. I got to get my soul light as a feather. I got to heal. I got to work on me. I got to purify myself. And I got to do the work. I took the time, and I'm still. It's levels to this healing. It's level to this restoration. It's levels to this shift. And I'm still a work in progress. But honey, I may not be where I should be, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. And guess what? Everybody's like, oh, they demon possessed. Yeah, people get taken over. They do. But one thing you got to do is you got to learn to control your demons. Your demons are parts of you that have been traumatized and hurt that you didn't deal with, that you didn't learn how to heal and you didn't learn how to control and take authority over. Those are parts of you that's really that you just neglected and said, "Oh, fuck you." And it's like, I need attention. Like I'm hurt, and it do mischievous stuff because you haven't taken authority over your whole man. You haven't taken authority over your lower and your higher self. You haven't sat down and gotten to know, why do I do what I do? Why does this make me feel that way? Why, when they say that to me, it triggers me in this way? Why do I feel these emotions? Why does it hurt me? Why does it make me feel insecure? Why do I feel at uneasy and anxiety when they talk to me like that, or they look at me like that, or somebody triggers? What is this coming from? What is the root of this feeling? So when you sit with yourself, get to know yourself, start grounding and doing your breathing exercises and stretching and sun gazing and doing that shadow work. Your birth chart is a map. It's not written in stone, but if you study your birth chart, it will guide you on what you need to strengthen, what your weaknesses are. It'll guide you on your north node, your south node, and the things that you need to work on. It's a map, and that's what they do when you come here. They look at your birth chart and they know who you are by the time you were born, your placements, your houses, your north and south node, your Mars and your 12th house placements, your Venuses and all of that. They know who you are and who they dealing with, but we don't know yet. We don't know. And they play in our faces and play with us. I noticed that when I was in I remember back when I was in kindergarten and stuff, how they try to do me. And then once they realized that like my mother wasn't gonna go along with their program, they try to sway me into going into their system of being a teacher, and I scored the higher grades and all this, and put me in all these gifted classes and shit, and they couldn't brainwash me like that. Like I hated. I always, even though I could pass their, I knew what I would do is I knew how to think like them and pass their test, but I always knew it was some goddamn bullshit. I never got indoctrinated to the point where I bought into that. Oh my God, they say I'm smart. Uh, They say that I'm gifted. Oh my God, I never worship them. I never, and I guess when I read in that Bible, that Messianic book that they wrote and that they gave us and played with, even though it's some truth in there, I always remember that verse that said, "Do not admire the oppressor or take on none of his ways." And honey, I was a kid reading that. I don't know what that did to me. It said, "Do not admire them or take on none of their ways." I never was impressed about them praising me. I never was impressed about them saying I made an honor roll and all this. And I'd be like, like even as a kid, I was like my little baby. She real suspicious of the teachers and stuff. I'd be like, what they got up their sleeve? Because they'll give you a gift in one hand, and then they'll. I was like that as a kid. I was very suspicious when they be like, "Oh, you scored high on your test." I was like, "Well, then, if I score high, what they trying to figure out? They trying to figure out like how smart I am." And I knew it was some gay. I knew it was some bullshit. Like, cause I'm like, why did this place smell weird? Like when I go in that school, the smell would make me sick. My first day in, I was crying like a baby. I don't know why I would even let any child go. I was brainwashed to a certain point because I knew it didn't feel right. It's like when I first went to kindergarten, it's like I cried like a baby for my mama to take me because I felt so like I just knew like this was not a good place. I cried like a baby. Um, the smell just did something to my brain. That school, that I don't know if that was the spirits or the chemicals that we, but it just I was always uneasy in school. I never liked it. I went to college and everything, but I never liked school. Like I never had the respect that you would have thought somebody like me would have had for it. Like you would have thought as intelligent as I was, and I was bored with it. Like I was always in rebellion. Really, I was like, yeah, I can pass their test. They think somebody can't figure this shit out. I figured it out, and it's not all that. Like they made it seem so prestigious. Because if I was the type of person that was all swayed and brainwashed, and they could gaslight me and charm me, I would have been in them sororities and stuff probably. Like I never was impressed with that educational system. I never was comfortable with it. I was always uneasy and had anxiety from the day one. And I always debated my teachers about the history because I was like, as a kid, I was like, my grandmother's don't tell me nothing. She didn't tell me nothing about this. Isn't true. Like I would always debate with and I know if they still living, they remember because my teachers, they living, some of them, they would turn red. Even one of my teachers, I got tired of going to school one time, and I just started doing my work. I invented the home school for myself, and I don't even think they really had it. They probably did. Yeah, they had it for them elite kids, but they didn't know no niggas knew nothing about no homeschooling. I got tired of going to school, and I just started doing my work at home and turning it in at the end of the week. And the kids was like, and sometimes I would always do my work, but I ain't like going to school. So the kids would be like, oh, she coming to school at lunchtime. Yeah, sometimes I would. I done turned my work in for the week, bitch. So I can come to school at lunch. And the teacher told him, she said, listen, y'all sit here picking on her. She don't even come to school and she make better grades than y'all do. And y'all sitting here every day. The teacher told him, she said she teach herself at home and turn her work in and it'd be perfect. Y'all sitting here every day and don't even do your work. And they look like, oh God. I said, yeah, that's right. That's why I can come to school. Yeah, the teacher was like, yeah, she can come to school because she do what she's supposed to do. I didn't have to be there. I turned my work in. And some kind of way, I would pass because I would pass because they know that I was doing the work and I was, but I didn't want to go to no school. Hell no, I ain't never wanted to go. I ain't like it. I didn't feel right in it, but I would do the. I'll do what I needed to do to get the pass and my grades be high. I'll go sometimes. I even have dreams. Look, I even have dreams now about I'm in school and I gotta go to. I ain't like get out of there, Luke. Fuck that. Y'all get out of my head. Like nah. But then I have some regrets because I didn't enjoy the prom and stuff like that. I wanted to enjoy it. But you know what? I made up for it because I might didn't go to the prom, but I sure went to a lot of dances when I got grown. I sure did. I made up. I was making up for that prom, honey. When I go into them dance, because you know we used to really go out and have a good time. It'd be food and dancing, and they didn't just stand around and wait for the damn cocaine how to hit and fight each other like a dog. They actually used to dance and get out. So I made up for that. Oh, I made up for that. I would go to the dances and go to the lavish, elaborate balls and just looking like a goddess and an empress. Well, back then, I guess a princess. So yeah, honey, I made up for that. I shed it. They like I done been to places and dance, and I don't look. It'd be like people that you wouldn't believe, A-list celebrities, be like, "Can you come with me?" I'd be like, "Hell no." They'd be like, "Well, I got the money, I got the Bentley." I'd be like, "Hell no, y'all not about this. Nah, we not about to do that. I'm the princess. I'm the shit. No, I'm not leaving with you. I'm not gonna be your groupie. I am not gonna be your damn treat for the night, baby. Not me. Unless I want to now. If I want to, that's different. But just cause you a star, I'm a star too. I'm a star. Shit. Ooh, what? Okay. Yeah. Even when I had low self-esteem, I won't roll it like that. They done try to kid them celebrities done try to kidnap me. I do that foot. I'm glad I played football. I do that football move. What's that move? When you I don't know what the name of it is, but I know I learned that in playing football with them boys growing up. Shit, one time a few times they used me in the football. Yeah, this has been my son, Goddess. Y'all like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining the live, and I'm glad I can interact with you because it was a time, not recently, but it was a time when I was shy to come up here and be vulnerable and talk to you. And sometimes I don't be on camera, but honey, I get on camera. I love myself. I love the way I look. But sometimes I be laying down because sometimes I be up late, working late, and I just be not wanting to come on camera because I be in the bed. Yeah. So, but I came up here today and got up here and talked, and I enjoyed it. And I just ask that everyone support, like, and share, support my simple, support the material that's coming out soon, and it is definitely coming out soon. Everybody keep grounding, keep going within, keep working on healing, keep working on becoming light as a feather, loving yourself, connecting to your soul, your heart, your mind, listening to your body, breathing exercises, grounding, talking to the righteous father, mother, your ancestors that love you unconditionally, being grateful for the small things, connecting to the elements, water, fire, earth, air, and spirit, and listening and looking and observing and connecting to nature. Grounding. That way you can feel the heartbeat of the earth, the human resonance, and you can feel what's going on. Get connected to yourself, reading and studying yourself, your birth chart, which is a blueprint, and going within and let it go even more, and it'll show on the like somebody said, but uh, what you're doing on the inside will show on the outside. Okay, so this has been my son Goddess 777. Y'all like, subscribe, and share. Support my simple. You have a wonderful evening. Happy Moon Day. Bye bye.